This team of Red Devils was the first English club to win the treble. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be continuing our series of the most successful sports franchises with a look at Manchester United Football Club.
Oh, lovely one to Charlton. This will be it, number 5, I should think. Oh, what a goal by Robbie Charlton. That is the pink ribbon on this luscious box of chocolates that Manchester United have given us tonight.
Manchester United's roots trace back to 1878, when the club was founded as Newton Heath LYR Football Club. By 1892, the club joined the Football League. By 1900, financial problems plagued the team, but Captain Harry Stafford convinced John Henry Davies to invest and save the team. On April 24, 1902, Davies became president, and Manchester United was born. The next year, Ernest Magnell took over managerial duties. The club was soon back in the First Division, and by 1908, Man U claimed its first league title. The next year, they won their first FA Cup title. 1910 saw the team move from Bank Street to Old Trafford. The next year, they won the First Division again, but things quickly collapsed. Years of spotty play resulted in Magnell's resignation. By 1927, more money problems almost sunk the club. James W. Gibson rescued Man U in 1931, but the team continued struggling on the pitch. World War II's end brought redemption. Matt Busby was hired as manager.
Guiding United is ex-star Matt Busby, keeping a player's eye on the first-team workout.
Man U finished second in 1947, 48, and 49, won the FA Cup in 1948, and by 1952, the team won its first league title in 41 years. Back-to-back titles in 56 and 57 were made possible thanks to the Busby Babes. Unfortunately, tragedy struck on February 6, 1958, when an airplane carrying the Manchester United squad crashed. The Munich air disaster claimed 23 lives, including 8 star players.
At Old Trafford, the saddest football ground in the world, the flags flew at half-mast.
Jimmy Murphy took over for the injured Busby and led the squad to an FA Cup final loss. Busby returned to rebuild the team and signed young players like George Best in the 1960s.
Here comes Best again. What a player this boy is. He's got another.
Best became known as the Fifth Beatle due to his famous haircut and was one of the first crossover stars. Man U took the FA Cup in 1963 and won the league in 65 and 67. Helped by European Footballer of the Year Dennis Law, Manchester became the first English club to win the European Cup in 1968. The next year, Busby retired and was replaced by Wilf McGuinness. The 1970s were a roller coaster decade for Man U. 3 years after being relegated, they climbed their way back to a 1977 FA Cup win. Ron Atkinson was hired as manager in the early 80s, and he signed Brian Robson from West Bromwich Albion. That expensive transfer succeeded. The club won the FA Cup in 1983 and 85.
The goal! My side! That's incredible!
Atkinson's departure began the Alex Ferguson era. Ferguson dodged dismissal with a victory over Crystal Palace in the 1990 FA Cup final.
Lee Martin from left back, an inspired run on the far side. A chance here and a goal!
The next year, Man U won its first UEFA Cup Winners' Cup and competed in the 1991 UEFA Super Cup to beat European Cup holders Red Star Belgrade. The following year, the club won its first ever League Cup. In 1993, Man U claimed its first league title since 1967 and followed that with another win. An FA Cup win in '94 nabbed the club its first double. They repeated this incredible feat in 1995-96.
It comes for Cantona! I don't believe it! You just couldn't write this script.
That season was marked by the emergence of a new crop of young players, most notably David Beckham.
And Beckham saw Sullivan off his line! Oh! That is absolutely phenomenal!
With his help, the 1998-99 Man U team clinched the treble by winning the Premier League, FA Cup, and the UEFA Champions League.
Beckham into Sheringham, and Solskjaer has won it! Manchester United have reached the promised land!
The squad's victory in the 1999 UEFA Champions League final remains one of history's greatest comebacks.
The two substitutes have scored the 2 goals in stoppage time, and nobody will ever win a European
Soon, the club claimed the Intercontinental Cup. Man U won the league again in 99-2000, 2000-2001, and 2002-2003, and managed another FA Cup victory in 2003-2004.
Danger looming here, surely in goes Ronaldo! And United lead!
After Malcolm Glazer purchased the club in 2005, in a deal that valued the team at over $1 billion, Man U secured a European double with a 2008 UEFA Champions League win.
Saved it! United again!
Ryan Giggs surpassed Bobby Charlton's record by marking his 759th appearance for the club. 2008-2009 achievements included the team's FIFA Club World Cup win, as well as the 08-09 Football League Cup and their third successive Premier League title. Star player Cristiano Ronaldo was also transferred to Real Madrid for £80 million.
And he made it look easy.
Man U is one of the most valuable sports brands in the world. With an estimated 75 to 333 million fans around the world, Manchester United is one of the greatest franchises of all time.
Rooney!